morning guys, this is Phon-Er Gold. This is vlog 117 today. I don't have any repairs yet, so I just want to talk about Yelp.com and their algorithm and how crazy it is and the ridiculous unfair. It's just something that no one really likes to kind of talk about it. It's kind of like a taboo. Not a taboo, it's more like they don't really want to talk about it because there's not much to say or control because it's Yelp, so you can't really do anything about it. But I think if we have enough petition to Yelp and to get the kind of like the news media involved in some way, or social media, which is even better, I think we may be able to get some kind of a change going on and have them kind of change their stuff. Because I'll give you an example. Pretty much I had Yelp for a year now, a year and a year and 5 months, right? So I mean, I had like 114 reviews like a month ago, and within the last month they literally flagged from my reviews from 114, plus I had like 2-3 other new reviews that came in, but still they literally flagged close to, if not more, 25 reviews. And I called them, right, because I wanted to know what's going on, because it's not normal for your reviews to be flagged when they look perfectly well normal. And I even have pictures with my reviews that the customers posted of their pictures of the iPhone before and after. So here's how it goes. The new algorithm that they have, and they keep changing their algorithm just to make sure no one leaves a fake review. So their reviews are, so the reviews that are left for companies or businesses are actually honest and they're not just fakes. And in order to do that, we literally, as people as people that own businesses like mine is a mobile service. I don't have a location, but I'm a mobile service, so I don't have to have a location. But still, right, it's a business, right? So for business owners like us, we kind of have to pay the price just because people leave or have people write fake reviews for them. So here's the way the new algorithm works, which is just ridiculous. Let's say if Joe Schmo left like you a review, right? And there's like maybe like 30 Joe Schmos, right? And you have like 30 reviews, and they're good for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, right? And then with this brand new algorithm that they just pretty much construed inside of their Yelp algorithm, is what it does is, if a person that left you a review has not used Yelp for searches or more or left any other the reviews in the last like 2 months, what they assume right away is that that person is not a frequent Yelp user. So therefore that the review is fake, even though everyone knows, like kind of like Google.com, we all use Yelp when we really need to, right? So if somebody was supposed to go on a vacation, which obviously we're in the summer, so everyone is on a vacay and they're just out and about. So what if those people didn't really use Yelp because they're out of town, they're out of the country, or they may have even had like summer jobs, right? Which didn't really give them enough time to actually go out or like just, you know. And especially if people don't really travel much. Anyways, my point being is that if a person doesn't keep using their account that has left you a review, their review, even though it may be super credible and super satisfactory and has all the perfect words, right, is right away flagged. So you're like pretty much, just because they don't use the Yelp as much, their review is flagged. So and then as a business owner, you feel like, wow, this is such a ripoff, because I mean there's businesses out there that will give you a free stuff, like, hey, we'll give you a free like a, I don't know, like a free shot or like a free dessert or something, just leave us a review, right? It's kind of like to accommodate for the person's time that they're going to write a review. So it's kind of like that, plus like if a company was known for its really high ranking on Yelp, now they have like less than, I mean mine was just 25, but imagine the bigger companies that have like 1,000 reviews. I mean, imagine that 1,000 becoming like 900. A person searching for that business that used to know that they have more than 100 or more than 1,000, now is looking at like, oh wait a minute, this company must have been done wrong. That's the reason why their reviews were dropped. So it's literally like a defamation in a way. Second is like, it's kind of like violating the reviewer as the person writing the review, their constitution, the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech, freedom of expression. It's just like just the worst algorithm in the world. And I mean, I even noticed like there's a drastic change in my business, like calls coming in, because people like used to call me at least like 5 times a day because I had like more than 100 reviews, and now they call me like once a day because I'm down to 89. and I can even show it to you just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I have some screenshots that I will include, I believe, from my when I had my and now it's down to 88. Look, I have 88 reviews, which is okay. It's good. It's still not bad, but I mean I had 114 less than a month ago. And then when we go to reviews, I used to have 17 flagged. Now I have, as you can see, 52 reviews flagged. So I had like 30 reviews flagged just because that person, they don't use Yelp as much, just because they might just not want to go out, or they might just already know the place, so they just go, right? Yelp is only used when the person wants to know about a restaurant. If they already know about the restaurant, why would you use Yelp again, you know? So my point being is that alone is just it's just very, very sad and very disappointing, because as a business owner you just feel like you're being robbed just because you have no control over your customers of using their Yelp. I mean, I'm not gonna call every customer and say, hey, can you guys use the Yelp more and do searches and leave more reviews, because I'm kind of suffering here. I can do that, right? That's ridiculous. I mean, that'll be literally just like kind of like almost it's like almost like kind of on the I don't know, like I can't even think of the word, but it's definitely not something that any business owner would want to do. Just call their customers and say, hey, can you just use the Yelp more, because otherwise your reviews is going to be flagged, you know? So my point being is that they make it impossible for business owners to actually like love Yelp and say, okay, I want to have a high Yelp ranking, because no matter what ranking you have on Yelp, if your user doesn't use the Yelp enough, you get flagged. So it's like, why would you even want to have Yelp? And that's the reason why I'm going now with the Google.com reviews, because it seems to be more fair, and they don't flag it just because the person doesn't like search Google. You know, I mean, well, everyone does Google, but the algorithm is not unfair, you know. The point that I'm getting at is that it shouldn't be that way, and we should write a petition of some kind so that Yelp will change the rules, because it's unfair for everyone, for the reviewer, for taking the time to writing your review, for pointing out this business over the others, for doing a great outstanding job, you know. And it just sucks because good reviews are being flagged just because of that stupid algorithm that they just construed in their system, and it's just unfair for everyone, and everyone is suffering. I mean, the person searching for the business is suffering because they see that, okay, he has like, I don't know, like 60 reviews instead of 80 or 90, and then compared to the next guy on the list that has 120, they'll pick that guy just because they have higher reviews. Even though mine are all 5 stars and all my reviews look very, very legit and very good, but still, like, just something that just bugs me, and it also impacts my business and my and it's a hardship for me, and it's a defamation for me. It's so many things. I can't even like explain every little thing, but it just like psychologically it's like you don't even want to ask people to write your review, because you're like, what's the point if this review is going to be flagged tomorrow morning, you know? It's just horrible. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I want to just kind of put the voice out so more people like me will agree, and we can maybe start a petition. So if you are one of those people that is not very happy with Yelp, please write in the comments and with your contact or your email, and I'll definitely contact you, and maybe we can like start like a page. I can even make a website, because I'm a web designer as well, besides doing iPhone repair on the Phon-Er and stuff. So my point being is that let's make this like happen, and let our voices be heard by Yelp to see how unfair this is. And the other thing that I noticed is the reason why they're doing this is because they want to like kind of in their little funny way, they want to encourage people to buy their ads, meaning their monthly like $300-$400 a month, just so that this, I think it's their way of like saying, hey, your reviews are going down, so your only last resort left is to advertise with Yelp, so this way they can pocket their money, and you'll get more calls. You know, it's like kind of like it's a ridiculous way. It's like almost like a monopoly. So yeah, guys, so that's about it. This is Phon-Er Gold, and this is vlog 117, and that was my voice, and I hope yours is too. Leave comments below and hit like if you like this video, and let's start a movement and get Yelp to change their algorithm so we can all benefit as a user or as a business owner. Thank you for watching, and this is Phon-Er, and we'll see you in vlog 118. Peace. Cut.